Before Kings of Joy was a global movement, it was a series of conversations. This is one of them. Season 1 captured something raw, the early language, the questions we were asking, and the people who shaped what this community would become. I'm Danica Liney, the King Coach. Kings of Joy is a global drag king community helping LGBTQIA+ people break free from constraints around gender, sexuality, and self-expression so that we can be 100% at home in our own skin. This is where it started.
Welcome everyone, my name is Danica Liney. I am the King Coach, also known as Daddy Joy and the mother of drag kings. And welcome to this podcast, episode number 2 or 3, we'll see. See where it lands. Today we are joined by Rory aka JSTARR.
Hello, hi. If you ever see me out and about, call me either. I'll respond.
Fabulous. The foreman, is it?
I am the tool first and foremost. But I'm also the foreman, JSTARR, and I'm the site supervisor and the leader of the boys. We I tell the boys on site what to do and where to do it and how to do it,
Well, a bit of a triple threat there, I see.
Well.
Awesome. And so tell us, JSTARR, Rory /JSTARR, JSTARR /Rory.
Well, I'm what, in case you don't know, I'm a dad. And my son, when I'm dressed like this, he calls me Rory Star. So I'm Rory Star at the moment because I'm half, I'm basically, this is me out of drag. I have the most gender euphoria when I'm in men's workwear. So I used to work out doing manual labor jobs. So men's workwear is like where it's at for me and I love it. So it's basically Rory, JSTARR is Rory, but with a stash.
Yeah, tell us about the extra drag bits that you put on.
Well, I'm missing my signature black cap for one. That's in the wash. It had a really rough weekend and really needed a wash. So normally I'm rocking my signature black cap that everyone sees me whack on. I'll normally have my moustache, my very, very black moustache and very black eyebrows and my very chiseled in features. And normally I'm donning, well, sometimes I wear clothes and then sometimes I don't. For the rest of the time, I've normally got a really great dad bod 6-pack also drawn on down my body that normally ends up getting smeared across my body with whipped cream of late.
Oh, wow, that sounds fascinating. I hear that's got a special term.
Yeah, it's called the Human Sundae. It gets messy. It gets sticky. It's a great act. It's fantastic. The cleanup afterwards, though. I wish I had more boys on site to help me with that because.
Asking for volunteers.
Well, I've had people offer to lick me clean before, and I'm like, oh, that's COVID safe.
Yeah, that's right. Safety first.
Safety first. Safe first. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, tell us, Rory, JSTARR, tell us about your journey with Kings of Joy.
My journey with Kings of Joy, believe it or not, started like a year ago. It's only a year ago, but I went to Kings of Joy like end of April, I would say, and had wanting to go to every show before that and missed out, and finally was able to go, and was like wowed by it, and just I watched like I think it's Zaddy, is it Zaddy? Daddy Be Cool?
Daddy Be Cool.
Yeah, and just like their group was phenomenal and was like, I really want to do that. And my friend that I was there with said, well, if you do it, I'll be in the front row. And then I had a conversation briefly with your partner Chris afterwards, and then Chris on Instagram was like, well, what's stopping you? Do it. And I was like, all right, fuck it, do it. excuse my French, but I was like, do it. My son loves drag and asked if there was something that, you know, was the opposite to drag queens. I was like, yeah, there's drag kings. And he said, well, why don't you do it? And that was the push that made me do it and sign up. And I squealed with delight when I got a message saying that I was in the next round, and squealed like a little girl. It was very exciting. And yeah, I was super fortunate to be a part of, which is weird to say super fortunate to be a part of the group that was impacted by the lockdown last year, because it meant we didn't get to perform, and our group had 6 months of catch-ups on Zoom on the weekly and had group therapy sessions every week. It was great. I mean, sorry, Daddy Cat, we were rehearsing really hard for months on end.
That's right. That's right.
Very lovely. And then when we finally hit the stage, it was just like the most liberating, insane, fun experience I had ever had. Like I've been on stage before and did acting and theatre as a teenager, and then, like, you know, secret squirrel business just between me and you, Danica.
Yeah.
So I spent like nearly 15 years in the sex industry. So, you know, I'm quite performative. Putting on an act, just a very different sort of act. Like I've just put the narrative on it, and was like, well, if I can do that naked, like, surely I can get on stage as a man. Like,
yeah,
a little bit, but yeah, it was just like, it was the most insane, liberating experience I've ever done, and I wish I could go back and do it again.
Yes.
Go back and do that first night again, it'd be great. And then straight after my first group show, I did my first solo show like 3 days later on our mate Jim Junkie's birthday bash last year at King's Cross Hotel. And yeah, that was it was so much fun. So much fun. Whipped that routine out of nowhere and did a thing. And then came back this year ready to rock and roll and smash some more gigs. And that is what I have done.
You absolutely have done that. You've been absolutely inspiring to the whole community in how you've gotten gig after gig after gig and gone for it. And yeah, just been showing up. So can you tell us a bit about what's your secret? What's your secret about getting gigs?
Secret. There's no secret recipe to it, unfortunately. I wish I could give like a super secret away. I turned around and asked some other performers and drag queens how they first started out, how they got their gigs just on a night out. I was like, oh, I'm a drag king and da da da, and, you know, do you have any advice? And their advice was exactly the same advice I give out, is show up to your favorite events, show up to the places where you want to perform on stage, try and make connections with other artists, and then slide into DMs. Do a little like, hey, self-promotion. No one's going to do it for you, and you've got to back yourself. And I have slid into way too many DMs for my liking. I am not one to do that, but I have. I mean, JSTARR slides into DMs all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, JSTARR had no problem with that.
Yeah. No, reach out to the events that you really love, and reach out to, you know, the nights or the venues, the promoters of places where you want to perform, and put yourself out there. Have a little blurb written up about yourself, what you bring to the stage, why you want to perform at that venue in particular or on that event, and just what's the worst that's going to happen? They'll read it and not respond, like, or they'll read it, like it, and say, sorry, we're booked for the next couple of shows, but we'll keep you in mind. And I've been doing that since December last year, and the multiple gigs that I've done recently are like, yeah, sure, but you know, we're booked for the next month, but we'll keep you in mind. Or then if someone happens to get sick or have COVID or can't show up, then you're in the back of the mind. And just social media is a really great tool in this day and age. So keep liking people's posts, share posts, support your other artists. you know, it feels really good as a performer when people like and comment on my stuff, or, you know, tell me that they enjoyed my performance and comment and that sort of thing. So I just think if that's how it makes me feel, that's how I want to make the performers around me feel. So do the things, do the supporting, do the networking. That's the best advice I can give, is just show up, go to the places where you want to perform, get your face seen and known, make the connections, and then follow it up with the DM. Slide in there.
Love it. Beautiful advice. That's gorgeous. And so you were talking about social media. So you started you already had your social media account on Instagram, your personal one, and then you started the JSTARR.
Yeah, it's at JSTARR_ with a double R, like double R. If you just type in JSTARR_, it will come up. Self-promotion, see, it works.
Great.
Yeah, so I had my own personal account that I post a variety of randomness to, everything from chronic health, mental illness, you know, stupid memes, you name it, photos of my son, just life stuff. And then was like, well, I already do that. I'll follow Danica's advice, started a JSTARR account, and at first had very little on it, but thank gosh for the Quiz of Joy community, and then suddenly had a bunch of followers. And then was like, okay, well, I don't have much to put on it. I have one show. I better just put some drag on, take some photos, so I've got something else to put on it. And then I was pretty lazy on it for a fair while. Didn't really put much on there for a bit. And then was like, no, actually, I think I need to actually focus on making content or putting posts up, or at least stories, to stay relevant, and so that people feel like there's something they can engage with. So all the kings out there, you might not like social media, but social media is what's going to get you the gigs and get your name known amongst the queer community and the performing community. So do the social media.
Yeah. And you've made some beautiful connections with people both on social media and also at these live gigs that you've been doing. Can you tell us a bit about some of your super fans?
Oh, my JSTARR fans, they give me life. Like the audiences, I say my audiences like I own them, like my audiences, they're there just for me. Like, just, no one else. It's not like they're there for a dance floor or a show or anything. It's just for me. They are incredible. Like, I've got fans that not only travel up and down the coast now to come see me, but I have fans that will pull me aside after a performance and just be like, that was incredible, you were so great. Or weirdly enough, like, cishet men really love JSTARR. I don't know, it's because I'm a tradie, but like, they're like, you do it so well, like you just do it so, and like, it's great. I absolutely love that cishet men love JSTARR as much as JSTARR loves cishet men. It's great. It goes both ways. But then I've received, like, just over the weekend, received some really beautiful messages after performing on the Kings and Things show. One of the fans had like found my social media as JSTARR and then crossed over to my personal social media and read through some of my personal posts about dealing with chronic health issues. So I have chronic health issues and chronic pain and an invisible disability that affects basically every bit of connective tissue and joint in my body. So they read through a bunch of my posts and then reached out to me just to tell me like how inspirational that was, and that because of that night, 2 out of the 3 self-proclaimed hoes in the front row are now looking at doing drag, and that is like incredible. Drag has been like the reach of drag and of JSTARR. I think there's this intersection of JSTARR between like drag, queer community and cishet community that it somehow works, right? It's like cishet men are like, you're a tradie and you're taking the piss out of us, but you're doing it really well and it's funny. And they love it. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, what do you base it off? I'm like, well, to be honest, like my ex-boyfriends. Like, to be honest, I looked at JSTARR and was like, who would I be if I was a man? Every cishet man I've ever dated in my past. Like, all rolled into one, and that's JSTARR. And it has this reach that is, I did never expected it. I adore it, and it fills me with so much joy and happiness. But yeah, I never thought it would reach as far as it does. Like, recently I sent my videos to a man in his 60s that I met during the bushfires, the 2020 bushfires in a small country town, and I was down there helping. And he's like, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? And I was like, well, actually, I've been doing this. And he was just like, oh my God, it was so entertaining. Oh, I love it. It's great. And then a few days later, messaged me again being like, I can't stop watching them. It's so funny. You're so good. And I was like, and he was like, it's so entertaining. And I was like, okay. And this is a man that's never been exposed to drag in any way, shape or form, or really the queer community in any way. And he was just like, yeah, this is fantastic. I love it. And I'm like, it's me doing a striptease as a man covering myself in food. All right.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, maybe he's not so cishet after all.
Yes. People can be surprising in that way.
Yeah, it's been really beautiful to get messages from other people that have chronic health problems, or deal with chronic pain, or have an invisible disability, or even a visible disability, to be able to have that interaction with them as well, for them to go, oh wow, like that means so much that you're still doing it despite the reasons not to.
Yeah.
And that's been really beautiful. I love my fans so much for that. My fans give me life. I spend way too much time watching videos and looking at photographs, but it's not of me, it's of the fans' reactions. It's like of the audiences like cheering and having a good time, and of their reactions, because I walk away from it just filled right up by everyone's screams and cheers and support, and their little moments afterwards where they interact with me.
Yeah, so great. And some of the videos that I've seen, there's a real kind of Magic Mike esque kind of vibe in which people are just screaming for. Like, yeah, it's been amazing to see that impact.
Yeah, I have no shame in saying I'm the self-professed like king of hyping the crowd, because I will make my crowd scream for me, and if they don't, I won't take them close off. So, like, really, like the cheers, I'm making them cheer for me. I'm like, come on, you can do better. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been going through this process of reclaiming songs that I used to use in the sex industry, and putting the flipping the narrative on them, and then redoing them. I'm like, I've done this a million times before and stripped, to my birthday suit. Now I'm doing it as a male tradie and with drawn on abs and my moustache taped under my armpits, and it's been the most fun, liberating experience. I always laugh though every single time I'm doing it, because I specifically remember you, Danica, being like, like explore feminine and masculine movements in squares, and I'm there like, yeah, circles.
But you do circles so well as a tradie. I don't know, it was a Magic Mike kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it works. It's hilarious. I think like I'm doing it and I'm just having the best time. It's so much fun for me. It's half the time I forget that I'm supposed to be lip syncing and performing, but I've been enjoying exploring that and taking a break from lip syncing and playing on that and being like, I'm just gonna have a drink in between. All right, back to what I was doing. But like, it's definitely got a Magic Mike tradie striptease vibe.
Yeah.
To it.
Yeah, it's been so fun to see, go for it and develop that. It's been awesome. And JSTARR is very likable. It's just a very likable person somehow. It's like, feels like a mate, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, I laugh and I make jokes about like JSTARR being based off very strongly off one of my exes, who has the nickname like Angry Matty J. But he was very like, and I'm like, oh, and that's like habitually busy and always in a hurry, and it's like, oh, I've got to get off shift, and I'm like, got to go to the gym and then go there, and all the time, and like, bless, he laughs when I do this impression of him to him. He thinks JSTARR is hilarious, and in fact gave me my JSTARR construction hat to wear on stage. But even so, like, he was such a likable character, and those were the qualities I wanted to pull from like all of the inspiration. And like, what about my dad is so likable that people love him, and what about my best friends and my exes, what did I like about them, what do I want to bring to the stage that would make me scream and be like, take it off?
It's so great, because in Kings of Joy we talk about toxic masculinity and not actually bringing that to the stage. Like, we deal with that in life already. We don't need to see it represented on stage. Like, that's where we kind of come from. So that's a beautiful way to talk about, you know, taking the parts of these masculine expressions from people that you know, but the likable bits.
Yeah, it's been really fun. But I've come to sort of realize, like, when I was first doing JSTARR's sort of character background, I was like, I took it as, who would I be if I was born a man? And I think I would very much so be a lot like my dad, very stereotypical Finnish, like, Sami man, probably drink a lot too much, and probably be a carpenter or a tradie anyways, because that's what a lot of Finnish men do. Certainly in my family. And was like, you know what, I reckon, and it sort of made me step back and look at all of the cis-het men I used to date, and I was like, did I actually want to date them, or did I just want to be them? Oh, no, I think I just wanted to be them. Like, and it was like, yeah, all right, yeah, and then sort of pulled the bits out of them that I really liked, and that was JSTARR. But what I've started to realize a lot is that JSTARR's just like, here's JSTARR, here's Rory, or Aurora. Some people know me by my real name, Aurora. So there's like the two, and then it's sort of here, and JSTARR is just the hyper, like the ADHD hyper version of Aurora, but is like allowed to be. like it's the unfiltered version of Rory that, you know, doesn't need to hold back, because I'm quite like that anyways. I think the only, you know, I love JSTARR, and I love that he's like all the time, you know. I do laugh quite often though, and say to everyone close to me, like, God, I wish I hadn't have made such a high energy drag persona, because it's exhausting. I'll get off stage and be like, oh, and then everyone's like, oh my God, and I'm like, yeah, oh,
What a workout.
But it's fantastic. I love that it has that sort of approachable commonality to it, that everyone just feels they can walk up and be like, buddy, mate, like, at me, and people literally will just walk past and go at me. I'm like, back at them, and that's the joy of drag. That's the joy of what I get to experience as JSTARR all the time, is, you know, even if I've got a resting bitch face under JSTARR's makeup, I still look approachable.
Yes, that works. Yeah. Amazing. And I'm thinking back to the first Kings of Joy group that you were in, the Kings of Joy 5, and you had a special relationship there with another tradie in the group, Night Shift.
Oh, it's my buddy Night Shift, my little buddy Night Shift. Look, we don't talk about our relation. No. This joke has been going on so long, and it's fantastic. Like the character bonding between myself and JSTARR. Well, myself
that and
that and myself and Night Shift has been so much fun. Like the characters just bounce off each other. Night Shift's like my little buddy on site who he's always super jazzed to be there. Like he's just really excited to be where he is, and it's fantastic. And he wears black cap like me, and hangs out with me all the time, like in the office site, like in the office, like
yeah. Pretty sure
but
pretty sure he looks up to you. Yeah.
Well, definitely looks up to me. The jokes don't just happen themselves. Like you can't help it. Like the joke of like two very straight presenting men that are both kind of secretly a little not straight. Like the jokes there, and I mean, it's lived experience, really. Like I've lived I'm a straight woman. I can do the thing. So it's quite a fun relationship on stage. It's a lot of joking and jazzing around and just like, oh mate, like these sort of ones. It's so much fun. But then I also, I'm not going to claim credit for this. It was not my idea, but we did turn another Kings of Joy group performance into a bunch of JSTARRs and Night Shifts.
Pretty much everybody put on the tradie vest, and that was at the Drag Kings, right? Yeah.
I just was like, let me just get my my bag out, and I'll give you all some high vis to wear.
Hand it out. That's great.
Yeah, like we've had we did that. We sort of reworked it because we had a couple of original members that couldn't perform, and then we had one stand-in from the group after us jump in, Kaiser, and they learnt our choreography that we spent 6 months learning. They learnt it in a week.
Yes.
And it made us all realise that we really didn't learn our choreography as good as we thought we did over 6 months. We were like, did they learnt it in a week? Oh, wow.
The things we do, yes.
Yeah, but it was so much fun. We hijacked your choreography and changed it around a little bit to make it work, and put everyone in high vis, and just had a bunch of tradies doing our performance, and it was great.
It was great. It was really good. And I think too, just to go back to Night Shift, I think there are still some requests out there for a duet at some point with JSTARR and Night Shift.
If me and my buddy Night Shift, like we do talk about this fairly often, about how we need to do a duo act and get on stage together, because like all boys on site say we should. Like we're pretty natural together. Like we just like our chemistry between each other. Like it's really natural the way that we get along, and we're so in tune with each other's like movements and body. It's almost like we know each other intimately, but like we don't, like, because there's like no homo there. We're not gay or anything, but we're really close, like really close, like
bros, yeah.
Just a couple of bros hanging out on site after hours when with the office door locked, like we're just playing cards. There's nothing gay about that. But like,
see, that homoeroticism underlying is just so great to play with.
It really is. It's so much fun. Like as soon as like Night Shift and JSTARR in, like we'll be having serious conversations before or after performances, and then just look at each other and be like, mate, go for a little bit of like like a sack whack rope or like but it just is, and it's been like that since day dot, and it's quite entertaining. Like myself and Night Shift were both at before we signed up to Kings of Joy, we're both at the same Sydney Kings party, and it was construction themed, and we both donned our construction wear to go to this drag king party. We both had that like moment, like we're both like, yeah, like that, yeah, this is yeah, and that's just been it from the get-go, is like JSTARR and Night Shift doing their thing. But we are in talks about it. Like, if we can organise our schedules to make it happen, we 100% make it happen. I've got a couple of friends that are like performers and on TV and stuff like that, and they're like, honestly, you could book out every RSO and workers club in New South Wales between the two of you. Like, I was like, that's a good idea.
Yes. Brilliant.
Do like the raffles or the bingo at the workers club in Blacktown or something.
Totally love that. Amazing. So what would be your advice for any aspiring drag kings out there?
Do it. Start now. Don't wait another day. I wish I had started sooner, but everything happens when it is supposed to happen, as it is supposed to happen. And if you even have the slightest desire, reach out to Danica and put your name down for Kings of Joy. It is life-changing. It was a pivotal, like, life-changing time for me, and like community and group and just the whole thing was, I'm still a year later processing that I even put my name down. Like, wow, I really did that. But just start playing around. There's plenty of stuff on YouTube, on social media. Just search drag kings and see what pops up. Start playing around with makeup. Start walking with a pep in your step like a man, or start walking like you're packing something bigger than you already do or don't.
Yes.
Like, just start exploring, start doing the things, like start thinking about what your drag persona would be and what you would like to bring to the stage, and give it a go. There's plenty of opportunities for drag kings, certainly in Sydney at the moment. There's plenty of opportunities for performers to get on stage and have a go. There's some really great performance nights in Newtown, especially like That's Entertainment on a Wednesday, and the Lip Sync Heroes on a Sunday at the Impy. That's like, it's an institution. Everyone knows these places. And just get up on stage and give it a go. Really, just back yourself, get on stage, give it a try. If you're scared to do it on your own, then reach out to Danica and sign up for the next Kings of Joy, and then you'll have a group of how many drag kings now?
Oh gosh, the community's at about almost 50, I think. We're nearly at 50 drag
kings. And you'll have 50 drag kings backing you, and like the mother of all kings right here backing you, and then the whole Quiz of Joy community just cheering you on. It's definitely consider doing it as a 33-year-old, 44-year-old dad. It was amazing. I can't speak highly enough of it, and I owe JSTARR to Danica. Like, JSTARR wouldn't be JSTARR without you, Danica. Like, you changed my life. I was working a 10 till 6 job, and like, doing the normal tradie 180, working for a local council. That's it. That's fitting, right? That's fitting.
Yes.
Was working for as a youth worker, and was like doing a real job, and then was like, that's it, I'm a drag king now. But it's been really cool to do. Definitely, if you're thinking about it, just do it. That's do it. And then if you're still uncertain and need some support or backing, feel free to reach out to me or to any of the Kings of Joy community. We're very supportive and willing to give people time and energy and advice. So I'm here if anyone needs advice or a soundboard.
Thank you. And where should people contact you on Instagram again?
On Instagram, it's JSTARR_ with a double R, so literally double R. And if you just type in JSTARR, it comes up pretty quick, smart. And you can follow me on there. I'm sorry I don't have a Facebook for JSTARR because I'm not that tech savvy. I know one account is enough. But and then other than that, you can I've got a couple events coming up, a couple gigs that it's just they're coming out everywhere. I'm sure I've got a gig on Saturday at Queer Do, but
what date's that?
This is the 30th, so I'm sure this blog will be out after that. So.
Saturday 30th. What else have you got coming up?
And then I've got Queer Now Out Loud in Newcastle on the 13th of May. So that's a bit exciting. And there will be some Human Sundae action there. I actually created the Human Sundae for Newcastle Fringe Festival. And so it's exciting to take the Human Sundae back up to Newcastle, back to where it was made for, and give it to the queer crowd up there again. So I'm looking forward to it. I've got some of my JSTARR groupies coming, and they're like, we're gonna get shirts printed. And I was like, that's too much, I can't deal. They're like, yeah, photo with the whipped cream, we're gonna get a shirt printed, and be like, JSTARR,
love it.
Next level groupie action there, and I'm here for it.
Love it. That's awesome. Well, thank you, JSTARR and Rory. And I will say that the Kings of Joy has become such an incredible 6-week transformational process for people, people who, like myself, who have done drag for years. It often has taken us years to get to our drag king name, or really get some kind of clear backstory. And in 6 weeks, you end up with your drag king name, a backstory, your costume, your makeup. Like, you end up with this thing that you can run with, which is what you've done. And you've done such an inspiring job for all of us in the community to see you out there and, expressing yourself, getting JSTARR out there, making a difference to other people, being a demonstration of what's possible, like so inspiring. So thank you so much.
You make me blush. I'm not good at taking compliments. Like, I can take them as JSTARR because I'm just like, oh, thanks, mate. But like, Rory's still learning how to do that. So my cheeks are very red. Thank you.
Sometimes you have to breathe just to let that shit in. So I've got to breathe to let it in. Yeah.
I'm so grateful for you and Chris and the Queers of Joy community, because I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now if it weren't for you guys. So, just owe it all to the KJ and the QOJ.
We love you.
To my mum, my drag mum.
We love you, and we're totally here lifting you up, supporting you the whole way.
I mean, thanks.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Thank you for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you on stage.
Oh, hopefully soon.
This is where it started, but it's not where it ends. Kings of Joy is now a global drag king community with over 150 first-time drag kings crowned since 2020. We're still having these conversations. We're still asking the questions. We're still becoming. If this episode sparked something in you, start here. Claim your drag king name at danikalani.com/drag king name. The movement is growing. You're part of it. I'm Danica Lani, the King Coach. Thanks for listening.
Your body's so close to mine. I swear we come undone.